All right, welcome. We're back with Decision Games Battles in the East. Volume 1, Bagration Stop Scenario, set in 1944. And we are starting now turn 7 of the uh, German turn, and the 39th Panzer HQ gets withdrawn. Okay, this was not unexpected. Obviously, it's on the game chart here. Um, but one thing I will say, I didn't look closely enough at the scenario card. I assumed I could assign units that were in the 39th Panzer then to either 2nd or 9th Army, but that's not correct. 39th Panzer is removed on turn 7. The units color-coded 39th are then part of 9th Army, which of course is the army down here in the south. Basically I had not, realized that. I thought I could assign it to 2nd Army, because if I hadn't done that, that's something that can easily be planned for, especially since down here in the south, I don't think the Soviets are going anywhere. And the only reason the headquarters would need to be in range for the Ninth Army is to provide attack supply, because Germans are in general supply full defense if they can trace to the edge. So what is attacking is panzer units of the 39th Panzer Corps previously. So I cheated and said I would have planned for this, and therefore he's starting all the way up here, 2 turns of moving up. So the interesting catches on this scenario are first, get the 4th SS out of trouble. That was in the beginning, which I didn't do as aggressively as I should have. Second, understand the supply for the Soviets. There actually is one turn, I think turn 4, where only 70th Army coming in here is in attack supply. And then turns 5 through 8, the other armies we'll see can be put in attack supply. So that actually gives a lull of one turn, turn 4, where the main Soviet attack is pretty much dried up out of supplies. And then turn 5 through 8, it is limited. I assumed I could reactivate any army, but you can't. 2nd Tank Army, for example, is done. And so I believe their 2nd Tank reconstituted. 47th, which is a big one, can never be back in attack supply again either. And just as well, these 2 armies can never be put back in attack supply, including the 8th Guard. So a lot of these, they got 3 turns to go. And then unfortunately for the Soviets, they should have protected the 1st Polish Army, because they were allowed to be back in supply. But basically 28, 48, and 65. And that's, of course, these 2 up here. Here is 48. Here is 65. I don't have the headquarters, but it's somewhere here. Yeah, there. And the last army that can be put back in attack supply is this one here. Not quite sure where the headquarters is hidden. There it is. So basically, the Soviet attack in the second half shifts up north to these armies. And these armies, except for the Poles, which could have been used, but then the 2nd Tank is only good for 3 turns. So interesting twists on this scenario to play it correctly. And I've made a few mistakes, but still, this has been a good experience understanding the system. Playing through, it's very fluid, and I'm learning also that these German Panzer divisions, especially when using their DCI, are very potent. It'd be interesting to play one of the 41 scenarios from Volume 2, which I also have, which I may put in the queue here soon. But enough background after that cheat there. So it is the German supply phase, and all these units go out of supply because the Soviet mech units from these 2 armies, I think they each had 1 tank division each, I think. 9th Tank from them and 11th Tank from the 65th. have gotten behind the German lines. But not to worry, 19th, 25th Panzer is on the way. Down here, they used their infantry to pin in the Germans attacking here, which did bag the Hermann Göring elements there. And the Germans also have here too. So these units are all out of supply, starting the turn because of the zone of control right here. And then down here, there's not much going on. So that is the setup for the turn of the German supply phase. So what can the Germans do in response? This potentially is a runaway for the victory. The Soviets are looking at +1 BP for every 2 Soviet-controlled hexes west of Vistula or northwest of the Nara River that have no German units within 2 hexes. So they need to push. If they could push the Germans behind this river, they would actually win, because I'm going to play, this is the Nara here. The Nara, N-A-R-E-Y. Let's zoom it in. Yeah, I'm just assuming this is it right here. So this breakout here has the potential to win the game if they can take over all of this. So the Germans have to counterattack, and basically they have to extricate themselves from this situation and in the process finish off what units are left of the Second Tank Army here. And meanwhile here, just maintain defenses, not much to do here. These units are traps. There's a potential you can rescue this guy and this guy given an opportunity. So we'll see what the Germans do in their move. So I'm going to pause it here. All right, here we go. Nothing here. I think they've got a good line. Defensively, I think they're screening here okay. Maybe a little too much, but that's okay. But let's move into the area of action. And then moving up, just realized by, I think this guy moved here. Let's see his, no, he didn't. Oh, this guy did. Yeah, this guy was able to pull out here, disengage, pull in here, and now guess what? There is a supply line. Basically all the way through here, because there are bridges here, 2 bridges, which now puts these guys in supply. And actually attack supply, Model and the Second Army, I think it is. 9th Army headquarters, Second Army is up here, has moved up here purposely with a range of 15. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14. So that puts these guys in supply. And the Germans don't have to attack infantry. Don't really want to attack infantry that are not out of supply, because they're relatively strong. Same up here. That's what's going to hold stuff for the Soviets. So basically, and then the 19th Panzer is able to pull off the line here, across the river, and they're going to support the continued reduction here of Second Tank Army units. And with these guys coming in supply, we can use this guy for an attack. Again, not the infantry, but I'm thinking here. So 2 German attacks probably here and here. Trying to clear this mess up. And if they can block this up and own this area, and then they can still pull back here, no problem. And we've got some screening here. A little concerned that these may not be strong enough. But this army can't go in attack supply anymore. So that's something. And actually, well, this unit at least is part of this army, and we've got our 2L modal. Now, what happens up here, though? In this hex, there was a Russian unit, and here we have the 25th Panzer, start of the turn stacked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And basically, they got a 10-to-1. I believe I used 1R from Model down here. 1R. So that got it 10-to-1. They rolled a 5. That's an eliminated. So they move into this hex, and they can advance 1 more hex, or well, let's see. That's what they did. Oh, okay. So they moved here, and we still got the combat phase. So this is just an overrun. So we cleared this, and that opens these guys back up for supply too. And this Tiger unit came from up here, and now we're pinning this guy, putting him out of supply, planning to attack there. So we got some attacks up here. Looks like 2. So let's go ahead and go to the combat. Okay, this one I do show the combats and the results. Yeah, these guys were able to get up to 7, 8, and a 2 DCI shift. So we've got a clear 10 to 1 here. This was a little weaker. 2 and 2 is 4. They got concentric and 1R here, so that gets you to 6 to 1. And then the remaining 1R from this, I'm thinking, yeah, Model down here, they're all supplied by him. Got it up to a 7 to 1, but then they rolled a 1, which we're going to see is just a step loss, while 10 to 1 on 3. Let's see what happens there. Yeah, 10 to 1 on 3 is a 3 asterisk, which means they got to take 1 step loss. Basically gone. Come down here. We got a 10 to 1 on 3. That's a 3 step losses, and they can't retreat, so they got to take all 3, which is going to leave them with potentially 2 units left, if I did it right. And then we come down here, and this was 10 to 1 to 6 and totally eliminated. So let's see what things look like. Overrun half. Okay, good. Okay, wait a minute. Overruns can be conducted by use. Okay, well, let's pause here. Okay, you are seeing a mid-course correction here. This attack factor should have been halved. And unfortunately with 7, that goes down to 3. We got 3 to 1, 4 to 1, 5 to 1 for DCI, and then I did throw in 1R for a 6 to 1. I saved 1, so I will keep it at a 6 to 1. And a 6 to 1 on 5 is 2. So needless to say, this guy is going to retreat 2. And let's see, coming out of here, he can't go here, he can't go here, he could go here, but why would you want to? He can go 1, 2. And he was out of supply. This is his headquarters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can't get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He could get it there. So let's say he goes here and then here. And then these guys can go up here. I think last time I had him right here. I'll keep playing it right. The only difference now is 9th tank did survive, and they're up here. So I'll see what that looks like. Moving into the German pre-combat phase here. So hold on. All right, here we go. I've kind of corrected this here. Let's just say the attack still goes through here. The attack goes through here. And then we have the attacks here and here. So just looking at this is full strength. They're all in attack supply. 10 to 1 on 3 is a 3 asterisk. So we're going to see the 11th Guard lose a step, and then 2 more of those units are destroyed, leaving only 2. And then a 10 to 1 on 6 is an out-and-out elimination. So this stays. There's still units here reduced, but this guy is destroyed, potentially opening up the way for this guy to maybe escape. So let's go ahead and see what things look like post-combat. All right, we're back again, and let's see what we got here. So 10 to 1 on 3, I believe that unit only had 1 step, so it was eliminated, and this guy advances here. Here they did not do well with the 1, got him down to 1 step, so they're still surrounding here. And we do see this has been reduced to 2 1-step units, and Hermann Göring advanced across the river. They can do that. That's as far as they can go. Can't exploit more with an eliminated if you advance across a major river. But the goal there is potentially to, again, free this Tiger up. And this guy, they're still here messing things up. They're hoping to destroy them. we'll see. So all we've got left now is the mech move. So let's take a look at that. Okay, we're back. Slight tweak here. The odds are not right. 7 goes to 3. We got 3 to 1. We got, let's see, and then we got the DCI shift 4 to 1, 5 to 1. There is no army shift, so we got a 5 to 1 overrun here. So let's take a look at what that is. 5 to 1 on, whoa, 5 to 1, yeah, on 6. That's 2 more. And let's see, they can go here, here. They can go 1, 2. Can't go here, can't go here. So they're going to go to here. And then these guys have to advance in. And this guy's still out of supply. So still got a problem. These guys are still out of supply here. Didn't quite break through. Anyway, let's see what happened here. We had a same thing. 7 is 3 is 5 to 1 on 2. That's a 1. And that's easily done too. This guy, let's see, where is he? Oh, I think I destroyed him. Hold on, he's back. It's just a 1. And I thought he retreated too. Nope, what's a 9 to 1 on 2? 2. So where did that guy go? Let's see, if I started here, I advanced here. Oh, we got to do the post. I'll clean it up. Yeah, this doesn't have the post, so let me remember where this is. This guy, well, we'll just use this one as a post. So he got a 1 retreat. And he's going to go to here. And then this guy's going to go here. Okay, I think that's what I did. Okay, so slight tweak there. Didn't do the halving, which of course meant this guy wasn't destroyed, and I also overran this guy last time. So this isn't quite as terrible for the Soviets. So the battle truly is up here. We'll see how it goes. These guys are holding on. These guys are holding on. Need to free up these units to move up north for this. Battle's right here. Going forward, we'll see. Looking at the offensive display here. Well, let me get these out of here. Yep. Okay, so supplies coming now this way. These guys can't move up. The Germans could potentially just fall back to here, or even to here. They just got to keep them on this side of the river, which here's a Nara coming. So they can leave and trap them in this little pocket here. I mean, they're in good shape here. So yeah, the battle is here. And hopefully, let's see, we got 2 elements of 2 panzer divisions here that, well, this one's kind of tied up, but this one can move up here too and destroy the rest of the mech. They don't have a lot of mech up here, but the problem the Germans are going to run into is when they start having to take on infantry and they can't get behind them. I don't think well, and we still got this one army here that's going to go active. But a lot of their units are tied up watching these too. And they've got a mech unit here. I don't know where they can go. They're too far away. I mean, they could push through here. They could drive across here, take advantage of this hole, and then threaten down here. So, looks like the Soviets still have options there. Let me get this out of the way. German panzers, pretty dangerous here. Pretty dangerous. So, that's it for this turn. When we come back, it'll be the Soviet turn 8. They'll have 1 more army to activate. But 70th can't be doing anything anymore. Maybe all of it will just surround what's left of the 4th SS and start chipping away at it. And then we're going to lose the 65th on the 9th turn, and then the 48th. So we'll have at least those 3 armies in supply going into the end here. So we'll see what they can do. They've got to get across. It's a matter of where do they think they can get across. Maybe they can make a run now. But I doubt they don't have the oomph to take Warsaw. and they have to get across here, or that's the bug. So they've got to get across here. So I don't know. Um, or here. We'll see. We'll see. Again, thanks for listening, and went a little long here as I corrected my errors. But again, this game is somewhat still up in the air. But the Germans are pretty vicious in their counterattacks. So see you at Soviet turn 8 at our next recording. Thanks for listening.